The Olympic Games 2008. The athletes of the hosting country have a great opportunity. The desire to achieve ultimate success, for the government, their compatriots and for their own ambition. With regards to the medals, China is supposed to be top favorite. The pressure is enormous. The rising generation of China is dreaming of a career as a professional sportsman. Cainhong is a 14-year-old and has been attending the middle school in Lanzhou for 3 months now. Her parents are poverty-stricken farmers.
I made the entrance examination in 100 meters, 400 meters, and then the theoretical test with math, Chinese, and so on. I wanted to go to this school because it is a good school.
The pupils in number 6 middle school are training all kinds of running sports, such as sprint, marathon, hurdle, and relay race. Many of the pupils are farmers' kids from the region. Most of the families are poor. You can hardly bridge the cleft between the rich and the poor. A career as a professional sportsman is the way to a better life for the pupils. The competition amongst the pupils is strong and the combat is hard. Liu is 16 years old and is shortly before his intermediate examination.
When I finish school, first I would like to go to university and then become a professional sportsman or a trainer.
The number 6 middle school is located in Lanzhou, the capital of Gansu province, which is still one of the poorest provinces in China. But with an economic growth of 8%, this region is growing uphill. The Gansu province is located in the geographical center of the People's Republic of China. Next to Han Chinese, there are living a lot of minorities, such as Muslims, Mongolians, and Tibetans. Here, the majority still live on farming, but with a sinking tendency. The urbanization is trendy. The cities are growing and the construction industry is booming. There are now shopping malls, office buildings, and housing complexes. There are numerous professional sportsmen, as well as 4 presidents from local universities, amongst the former school dropouts. Here in the hostel sleep around 200 pupils, with the focal stress on sports. Trainers and the principal are surveilling the progress of the pupils with strict view.
Today we are doing it faster. More physical strength, going faster into the standing position. All right? We start with 100 kilos today. Put on your protection belts. Take care of your movements. Normally we bend our knees only 120 degrees. Today we go until 90 degrees.
Training and educational classes go hand in hand. Our 800 pupils are wearing a tracksuit as a school uniform. For Cainhong, everything is quite new. She is only a member of the school for 3 months.
At the beginning, it was really difficult. I didn't know anything here. I had no friends. I felt very lonely.
The meaning of competition is what the pupils learn early. On the other side, the hard demands and pressure to produce results are welding them together.
I am happy to see my schoolmates. but the difficult tasks we undergo in the classes are stressing me. When I see that others are better than me, I often ask myself, why am I not doing it? Why do I not manage it?
The final examinations are due. Liu is stressing. He must prepare for them, for it is only way to continue here up to the university level. In the meantime, Liu's friend, Han Yi, sits in his Chinese lessons. He is doing it more with ease, for his goal is to become a sports journalist. The strong storm of a yesterday night is gone. The air is as quiet as a sleeping girl. The teaching method here are unusual for the Western world. There is no individualism of 50 pupils in the class. They are reading all together in unison. Normally, most of the pupils are speaking in dialect. Mandarin, the official language of the mainland, consists of about 30,000 characters. Often there are letters that the pupils don't know. Afterwards, the teacher interprets the poem with them. The landscape is covered with snow. When you see this, it feels like a cleansing of your soul. Pause. The day is strictly organized. After the morning exercises, there are lessons from 7:40 a.m. until 12 p.m. It is a great deal of work, so that in the pause there are still pupils studying. Han Yi is on his way to lunch. Soup, bread, and vegetables. Until 2 p.m. he has some time, so about 1.5 hours. That's the only free time he has in the whole days. He likes to use it with his friends.
What are you doing during your lunch break?
Usually I play football after having lunch.
Play soccer?
Yeah. Yeah, no one's here. Today I go sleeping.
His mates are sleeping deeply. There are 12 pupils in the room, which was built only for 8.
Don't you disturb each other?
No, we chat briefly and sleep afterward.
The boys are tired. The daily training starts at 5:30 a.m. and they terminate their day after finishing homework at 10:30 p.m. There are 14 hours of school programs per day. An afternoon nap is a welcomed relaxation. Lanzhou lies 1,518 meters high in altitude. For the young runners, this is an advantage. Training in thin air strengthens the perseverance. The spleen develops more blood corpuscles at such elevation. Thus more oxygen is transported to the muscles.
I reach my physical limit after a certain distance when I run. You hardly can breathe and your pulsation isn't right anymore. But if I overcome this point, I feel really good.
Liu does a daily training of 3.5 hours and starts already at 5:30 a.m. before having breakfast. He won the silver medal in cross-country running at the Youth World Mastership.
I won an international prize for the school with my team. That's the reason why Mr. Luo chooses me for the shooting of the movie.
In the fever of the Olympic Games, China produces many films about this topic. With original scenes and amateur actors, they are awakening the sports fighting spirit. The movie, Running Kids, supports the home spirit in this way.
I want to reach the level of a national sportsman. If not, this is a good test for me.
What would you like to do in future?
I would like to become a good sportswoman and take part in the Olympic Games.
China wants to present its best side for the Olympic Games. The construction of the new stadium devoured around 3 million euros and 40,000 tons of steel. It was completed under high pressure. Many of the workers renounced their holidays for this honored task. China's Communist Party has a chance for a perfect self-presentation, but the Western countries aren't convinced of this. The world is looking at Tibet. The Tibetans are demanding for human rights and cultural autonomy. Less and less Tibetans live unmolested according to their traditions. Religion has more importance than output and status. This is a thorn in the ruler's side. Their culture does not respond with the efficiency-oriented Han Chinese, which makes 92% of the booming great power. They want an inspiring competition. Shanghai. Skyscrapers mushroom up. The Chinese want to reach the top as soon as possible, without any question of cost. Environmental protection is not so important. More than 1.1 billion Han Chinese are working to achieve at least something. There is a lot of special value put on the new generation. It is also so at the number 6 middle school.
The parents are happy, for the discipline is very strict here at school, and that is the reason for the strict teachers. That makes us successful.
A strict education is more important than a preparation for Olympia in the eyes of Principal Luo.
Our pupils are not only good in sports, but also in society and competitive in the labor market.
It is going to get serious for Liu, for his final examination is starting soon. He does not feel prepared enough.
Sport pupils only need 200 of 500 points for the admission to university, and they can become civil servants through a state entrance examination. A lot of them are taking this path, and it shows their willpower and strong nerves. How did you hear of our school?
From her.
She is already accepted. Hey, jump. She shall demonstrate for you how to jump. Come on, jump. You got a lot of stuff in your pocket. You have to take care because in the future it will be forbidden for you to take your cell phone to the classes. Good jump. You have to exercise every day in your vacation. Then you will improve for sure.
I'm not that good yet.
When you feel fit enough for the sports competition at our school, come to me.
Yes.
We can improve your performance.
I also want to exercise with you.
In this vacation, I won't have any time left.
I don't come to you. I would just like to train at your school.
That's okay. If you improve your achievements and enroll for the entrance examination, I will train you. Okay?
Yes.
Use your entire foot. Too late. Are you tired? Your movements are powerless. No hollow back. Straight waistline. Many of our pupils are from poor families. But we also have pupils from rich families, and these kids cannot deal with the stress in the beginning. A bit better. You are too stressed. So, and so.
Wang likes sport competitions, yet it is still a long way before Olympia.
I hope the competitions make me more self-confident and my parents happy. Also, I hope to impress the others.
Are you hurt?
Yes. I hurt my knee with this exercise.
That was 2 months ago. Since then, he has to skip out on the jumping.
I almost gave up.
In the summer, there are about 40 degrees Celsius, and in the winters, there are minus degrees. But no matter what the thermometer shows, they are training outside with short pants.
No matter if I'm going to be successful or not, I will achieve a strong character and a strong will. It is worth it.
For Liu, sports is hopefully the way into the university. At first, they can place the worries to the side. It is time to take part of the feature film, Running Kids. Liu and Wang have never played in a film before. Their excitement is great. They will stay 10 days long in a remote farmer's village called Zhang.
Action!
The Spring Fest is the most important event for the Chinese. The farmers are dancing for new energy and power, and this time for Boyang's movie. Liu plays the role of a poor young farmer child who must prove himself. It is a great challenge for him.
I play the role of a boy in a poor family. My father is a traveling worker, and my mother is ill. My family is the poorest in town. Come to me. You also want to exercise? If you are running faster than me, you may stay in a team. But if I am faster, I will beat you each time I see you. Everything okay? Yeah. Okay then. Good. Okay. Now let's run in pairs. We will run one circle around the town. Yeah. Hey, you fat guy, you'll be the referee. This role reminds me of the time in elementary school, when my parents were against sports. But I really wanted to do sports, and I enforced what I wanted. Finally, my parents accepted my decision, and I could train. Should I start earlier? No, at the same time. And no cheating. You aren't a cheater. Come, let me hug you. The movie is going to be good. I trust in you, boys. I put the water right on your skin because it has to come from inside. Ice cold. I don't like discipline, but I grew up with it. Discipline helped me a lot. And that is the reason why I work a lot and why I am strict with myself. It really supported me. But I can't stand discipline.
In China, one puts a lot of value on the meals. It must be rich, healthy, and enough. It's not so easy. Here it must be improvised at all corners. The farmers in Zhang do not have flowing water. They are sleeping in a classroom in the village school.
We are seeking 8 tables so we can lay wood pallets on top of them, so we can make some beds. Then the problem is solved.
Yes, but it's still not enough.
In the middle of the room, there is still some space.
Then we shall build some beds in the middle.
17 sleeping in the room. 17! So many!
No, 22.
We have started shooting this morning.
Are you having fun while acting?
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I learned something different, which you can't learn from a school book. I felt real joy in life.
Cainhong remained in school, but she knows from her own experience how life in the countryside is.
Are your parents farmers?
Yes.
Do you also want to work as a farmer?
No, I don't want to.
If Cainhong wants to visit her parents, she has to make a long journey.
First, I have to take the bus for 3 hours and change 3 times, and after I have to walk 2 more hours uphill.
At an altitude of 2,200 meters, there is rarely some shade. The house of her family is almost without furniture. Her bed is a kang. In the wintertime, they heat the house from outside with fire. They only possess chickens, and her father is traveling as a construction worker in the city to feed his family. Out of habit, Cainhong lays her things to the side to go help her mother work in the fields. Often the fields are far away, because they are abandoned from former neighbors that have left for the city in search of luck.
We go home and cook something simple.
I want to eat fried rice.
The government gave us cement to build a water reservoir in the courtyard. But sometimes it is not raining for a while, and we have to take the tractor to get water from far away.
The family is growing wheat and potatoes. Yet due to the dryness, they don't gain a good harvest of wheat. Most of the people eat only potatoes and have to buy their wheat. Because of the climate change, the dry spells become longer and the rainfalls stronger. The rain washes the fertile topsoil away. The sandy soil underneath is very meager. Each free square meter is used by the farmers. On steep cliffs, they set terraces with much laborious work.
I will cook noodles.
Noodles with what?
Noodles with potatoes. I really want her to be well educated, so that she doesn't have to work as hard as me. Hopefully she can live on sports one day and has not to come back to the countryside. It is better to live from sports in Lanzhou.
If she is not coming back, what shall we do with the farm?
The farm is not so important. We just leave the house empty.
The sports teacher Mu was also once a pupil of Principal Luo. He discovered her at a sports competition and she left the farm. She was not able to afford the fee for school. Mr. Liu took really good care of me. On the other side, the school used to be a noodle soup restaurant where he bought me a noodle soup each morning. Sometimes I was really tired. Mr. Luo told me that I have to be successful to make my parents proud of me. Your parents are poor and you have got a lot of brothers and sisters. You are the only one that can attend the school. When I heard this, I want to train on the sports field until death.
If the bus drives fast, I only need 1.5 hours to get home. I'm happy to see my parents, but I see them once a week, so it's not so bad.
Liu's parents live on the outskirts of town. In former times, they were farmers and in this area were fields. The city spread. Liu's parents profited from it. They built a 3-story house.
Are you back?
Yeah.
I'll open up for you.
They live here now with his grandfather and rent out the middle floor to migrant workers.
Are you back? Yeah.
You must learn well.
Of course I'm learning.
Everything else is not so important.
How were your examinations?
How was it?
Oh, I was rushed. Wasn't so bad.
Liu is under a lot of pressure. He does not know if he passed the examination. The questions and answers are printed in the newspaper. Everybody can check how they did on the test, and they are all nervous.
The examination answers are in the paper. I'll take a look.
All the correct answers are printed there.
These questions I answered wrong.
You often make such mistakes. Hopefully that will improve.
The last question, which is the 90-degree angle, I didn't read the task properly and already started to answer. I just thought that, not like that, that's wrong. Next time you have to read the question and understand it before answering. Pay more attention.
Thank goodness Liu passed the examination.
那都是学绣花针的。
说什么？
关键是要出主意，要让咱们的干部们都能听明白。对了，可千万别像一个黑白写的那些检查那样，很无用。
我喜欢体育，我热爱体育。
I love sports.
这个体育呢
Sports can educate humans and the will.
锻炼人的
Thus,
意志，
one can bear all suffering.
让人可以承受一切。
As a sports teacher,
不信，
I know what I'm talking about.
是我作为体育老师来说，我是
One can bear all pressure.
感受就重要，可以承受一切的压力。